Hello? Hello, hello, hello. Okay. Alright, y'all. I'm back. Trying to get back into the story. I'm probably gonna end up skipping around a little bit just because, I got some other stuff going on right now and I kind of want to touch on that. But how y'all doing out there today? I hope y'all doing alright. I hope everything is love and, good fortune, and hope y'all ain't going through what I'm going through. But anyhow, so where I left off at was basically when I found out that I was HIV positive. So I made it through the weekend. Monday, first thing in the morning, I called the clinic, the health department, and basically went to the health department and got a confirmation test, which I was in fact HIV positive. I am in fact HIV positive, however y'all want to say it, whatever. Started my antivirals. They gave me a letter, explaining why I didn't go to work that day. And so the next day I went to work, and when I went to work, it was all bad. Like, they was in there talking and gossiping about me, and one of the donors had came up to Tequila while I was standing there and said, "Oh, y'all letting people work here with HIV now, trying to be funny and shit." So I ended up I just left. I left. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna, cap or nothing. Like, I stayed and tried to, defend myself or anything like that. I just left because I felt like it was better for me to do so. I felt like it was the best thing for me to do, to just get the fuck up out of there. When I came home, I contacted my FMLA, let them know that I was going to be taking a leave, and I contacted the counseling service through the pharmaplasma that they offered for employees, called Care Bridge or Cane Bridge or something like that. But I explained everything to the counselor. I explained how I had, stuck myself with a needle, how I hadn't said anything to nobody, how I didn't, inform management. And then, like, just they told me, to check myself into a mental health hospital, basically. Which, I mean, I didn't have a problem doing. I felt like I needed to do so anyways, because I needed to process everything that was going on. And so I did that. I checked myself in. But however, they ended up, calling the police. So when the police got here, they basically treated me like a criminal. Like, I got pictures of me in handcuffs when I had committed no crime. I actually contacted the counseling service myself. I actually informed the counseling service that I was feeling a little, I was thinking about death. I mean, who the fuck contracts HIV and the first thing that popped into their mind ain't death? So there's that. However, they acted as if I was fucking crazy for that. Like, you hear that you got HIV, the first thing you think about is death. Because that shit, this could be the end. So don't let nobody make you think you crazy. Because that's the first thing that will pop into anybody's head. After that, I went, after getting the information that I was in fact HIV positive, before I turned myself into the mental health hospital, I actually told my now ex-husband, but we was still married then. I let him know, that I was in fact HIV positive. My mama was in the car because she had to roll with me that whole day, just trying to be supportive of her child. With that being said, when I told him, I didn't hold no punches. I didn't, expect that we was going to still be together. I basically let him know, like, if you choose to leave, you choose to leave. And I understand, and I ain't going to hold that against you. Because I don't know how I would handle being on the other side of this conversation. So, he looked me in my face in front of my mama, said we was going to get through this together. Now, once I turned myself into the mental health hospital, I allows for, because I don't have nobody else to call, I don't have nobody else to depend on, I contact Tequila and let her know, I contacted the counseling service. They said that they gonna send, somebody to come pick me up basically and take me to the counseling service. But I need to know if you can, get my car, which is a brand new car, and basically make sure that my mom gets back and forth to wherever she needs to get to while I'm in this mental health hospital. She agreed. Next thing you know, the police is at the door. When the police is at the door, they say 2 people called us and told us that you were suicidal and that you had access to weapons. Now, I know that the counseling service called them, but I also feel as though Tequila called them. And I ain't tripping. Like always, like I really am very, very grown. Like I'm not tripping. She didn't know me from a hole in the wall, and these counseling services is following policies and procedures that is written out in their handbook. So I know that, when she did hear, when Tequila heard that I did say that I was suicidal and that I do have access to weapons, that, I know that because she heard that and being fretful, she contacted the authorities also. But, like I say, whole time, I'm not really tripping on her. I really don't feel like, like I'm not holding her responsible for anything that she's doing because she don't know me from a hole in the wall. However, I turn myself in, or whether police come and arrest me basically, like I'm a fucking criminal. They come to my front door. I don't have on no shoes. I got on clothes that I sleep in. I asked the police, can I go in the house and put some shoes on? Well, he act as if he finna force himself into my home. So while he acting like he finna force himself into my home, I just pulled the door, closed it, and locked it. Now, I'll be back. But y'all just get that gist. Like, I literally just found out I'm HIV positive. I'm literally calling the counseling service to seek, help. I'm literally contacting someone who I work with who seems to be concerned about my situation at this moment. I'm letting her know, like, can you help me? Can you get my mama back and forth to work? You can use my car. I just got to go to this mental health hospital. I got to check myself in. I got to stay there for a minimum of 72 hours. So I'm going to need to make sure that my mama can get where she need to go. And, she agreed. But at the same time, when the police arrived to my home, they treat me like I'm a fucking common criminal. Now, in my mind, I'm just flabbergasted. I mean, I'm an essential employee. Like, I'm literally on the front line of COVID. You know what I'm saying? Like, when COVID hit, they were sending people to the plasma centers telling them, y'all go donate plasma if you've had COVID. Y'all go donate plasma because your plasma could save lives. So, Don't think just because I'm not in a hospital, I'm not on the front line. I'm literally on the front line. You got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of donors showing up daily to donate their plasma because they have had COVID, meaning they could possibly be contagious. And I'm sticking all these people. Whole time, while I'm worried about COVID, I don't even get COVID. I contract HIV. So I'm dumbfounded as to why I'm being treated like a fucking criminal. You know, COVID fucked us all over. So why y'all treat me like a criminal? I don't know. I'm upstanding citizen. I got voted. I'm registered to vote. I pay my taxes. I work. I take care of my mother. I don't have no kids. Therefore, I ain't got no kids out of wedlock. I'm 40 years old. I ain't never had an abortion. So how the fuck I made it to 40 without ever having had an abortion and still not having any kids? I made it this far being promiscuous and fucking everybody? No. I ain't make it that far doing that shit the way y'all think. Now what it looked like, yeah, it looked like I was fucking a nigga and a nigga gave me that shit. So I'm battling with this shit in my head. However, I know me and this nigga always use condoms. The 2 times that we was together, we used condoms. So I'm really confused right now, and I'm really like in my head, and I really, know that I need to go check myself into this mental health hospital. I knew all that. What I did not know, that I was going to be treated like a criminal for doing so. I did not know that. I did not realize that police was going to show up to my house and put me in fucking handcuffs and take me to a hospital barefooted with no bra and no fucking underwear on. I literally got on a shirt and some fucking tights. This some shit I wear in my house. I ain't got no shoes. I ain't got no socks. I ain't got none of that. And I'm in handcuffs. And I ain't committed no crimes. Just dumbfounded. I'm just dumbfounded. And I'm going to leave it right there. I'm going to come right back. But I got to go handle something real quick. And I'll be back. We'll get into the rest of it later. Y'all be good. Matter of fact, y'all be great. And it don't take nothing to hit that subscribe button. So help your girl out.